I'm Sophie and welcome to Sofie Jayne Fitness. In this 10-minute intense workout, we'll be targeting those key areas, bums and tums. Make sure to stay tuned to the very end as I'll be sharing a link to one of my favourite 10-minute ab workouts, which will be the perfect finisher after this one if you have the time. Right now, you need yourselves, a mat is optional, and join me standing on your mat. We're going to start our workout with squats. So take your feet slightly wider than hip distance, bend down and drive up through the heels, squeezing the glutes. Every time you bend down, imagine there's a chair behind you. You want to tap your bum onto the imaginary chair, push up through the heels, squeeze your butt cheeks nice and tight at the top. Lower and lift. All the time, keep your core engaged. So rather than letting the belly button hang out, imagine squeezing it to the lower back. So you've got that engagement all the time through the center of your body, down and up. See if you can go a little bit deeper down on our final few squats. Every time you come up, see if you can clench your butt a little bit tighter. We'll go for 5, in 4, 3, 2, last one, up. You want to lift the left leg slightly, bend through the right knee, stay low on that right side, tap the left one out to the side, bring it in, out and in. Most of the weight wants to be over your right heel, and see if you can sink a little bit lower down. You will feel a little bit of your thigh with this one as well as the glute. Give me 10 more. Staying low all the time through that supporting side. We have 5 more on this side, chest stays open and lifted. 2, last one, stay low, switching side, second side, out and in. This leg, when it taps out, it's super light. And again, challenge yourself to see if you can get a little bit lower down. Imagine the ceilings come down on you. 10 more on this side. In 6, 5, 4 to go, 3. As soon as you finish, come down onto the floor. Laying down on your mat, take your feet as wide as the mat, roll yourself all the way down. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips high into a bridge, lower down, tap the floor, lift and hold, down and up. So once again, the more effort you put into this, the more you will get out of this. As in, the tighter you squeeze your butt cheeks, the harder they're working, the more muscle fibers you are recruiting and engaging, down and up. Let's try and up the tempo slightly. Take your bridges a little bit quicker, ensuring that the knees are staying out over the toes. We want to avoid the knees splaying in towards each other. Should be starting to feel that booty burn now for me. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Your very last one, you will hold up. 2, ready for the last one, hold up nice and tight. You want to press the knees out to the sides, bring them back towards their start position. So the mini press is out, 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 out. All the time, trying to keep that height in the hips. This is where you start to feel a more intense burn in the outside of the glutes. If you'd like an extra challenge for your stability, rather than having the hands down on the mat, float the hands up towards the ceiling. Keeping on with those mini presses out. Again, see if you can lift the hips a tiny bit higher. There's always ways we can challenge our body and increase the intensity of the workout. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold your bridge nice and high. Lower the hips halfway to the floor, lift and hold. Halfway down, lift and hold. Down and up. So it's tempting to fully release down and hit the mat. We are not doing that, however. We want to keep the hips and the booty elevated, keeping that strong squeeze that you had at the start, down and up. If at any time you need to lower your hands back down to the floor, have that as an option. Otherwise, we're going to take our final 10, 9, 8, in 5, 4, you get to release at the end of this one, 3, 2, last one, bring it all the way down, hug the knees in towards the chest. Take a small release, rock round. Legs come into a tabletop position. Interlace the hands behind the head. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, raise the head, neck, and shoulders up. Let's maintain this position with the head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Extend the right leg away to the corner. And if you can, lower it down so it's hovering just away from the floor. Hold in this position. Deep breathing. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Give me 10 tiny pulses with the upper body. We lift 10, 9, 8, 7. Modification to bend the right knee in. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring the right leg back. Extend the left leg to the corner. If you can maintain the back on the floor, lower the leg down slightly. We have 10 tiny pulses. Exhale, lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Head, neck, and shoulders stay lifted. Legs back into tabletop. We extend the right and straight away switch left, right, and left. I'd like you to imagine that there's a magnet in the mat, okay, or in your carpet, pulling your belly button down. So rather than pushing your stomach up, think of concaving and pulling down all the time. Challenge yourself to lift the head, neck, and shoulders a tiny bit higher, away from the floor. We go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Release down, hug the knees in. Rolling ourselves up straight away, turn yourself round. We'll come into a forearm plank. Elbows in line with the shoulders, step the toes back, plank position. Option to hold here. Otherwise, for a progression, lift the right leg up, 10 tiny pulses for your booty. Up, 2, 3, 4. Always keeping the hips square. 8, 9, 10. Lower the right toes down. Left leg, let's lift up from the booty. Mini pulses for 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold in your plank position. Very gently tap the knees down to the floor and straight away back to your plank. Lower and lift. At any time, if you want to hold the plank or hold the plank with the knees down, if you need a modification, take that. Otherwise, we stay with these tiny taps. Let's take 10. 10, 9, 8, your final 4. Try to avoid dropping the head. 3, 2, last one, and release down. Rolling back around. Still wanting to whittle our waist, work your tummy. Hands in towards the center, knees parallel, hip distance. Twist to one side and the other. Twist and twist. Breathe in with each one. Keeping the knees up towards the ceiling. If you'd like to progress this, float the feet away from the floor. But again, always taking a glance at your knees, making sure that the knees aren't rocking from side to side. I am sweating. I hope you are as well. But just showing how hard you can work out in 10 minutes from your own home, no equipment needed, and really getting into those target areas that most women have trouble with, bums and tums. It would be an ideal world if we didn't have to work out to get them, but actually, I lie. Working out is a ton of fun. Maybe not at the time, but afterwards, you always feel better after a workout. We go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Oof. Rolling yourself up and all the way down. Hug the knees in towards the chest, small rock around from side to side. One final exercise to go. Hands down by the floor, fully extend the legs towards the ceiling. As you exhale, lift the hips up and lower down, just an inch up and down. So try to avoid using the legs for momentum. Instead, use the lower abs to push you up and away. Imagine imprinting your heels in towards the ceiling. Let's do our final 10. And then you are done with your intense Tums and Bums workout. Okay, we're on to the final 5. 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. You did it. Well, that was it, guys. That was your 10-minute Bums and Tums workout. You absolutely killed it. As promised, I'm sharing a link to one of my favorite ab videos. Click the eye in the top right corner and it will guide you there right now. As always, make sure to subscribe if you are new to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and I'd love you to say hello in the comments below. Tell me what your favorite exercise was in this video and I'll make sure to include it in one of my future workouts. Feel free to share the video with your friends and say hello on social. All the links are below to my social media at Sofie Jayne Fitness. Also, if it's more than just fitness you're looking for and you want some nutritional advice, request to join the Facebook community page, Sofie Jayne Fitness. There's a ton of women on there who are sharing recipes, sharing what they're eating day to day. We're holding each other accountable to lead one of the healthiest lifestyles. Hopefully I'll see you there. Otherwise, I shall see you next week. Bye.